Yo, what's going on YouTube? I'm JPEX and I'm back with another gun build for you. This time we're going to go with a level 2 Gunny M4 build. And the reason I like this M4 build so much is because it's early game enough that it really does pack a punch with the 855 ammo that we rock right off Gunny Level 2. You get Gunny Level 2 fairly early in your journey. So that's why we're going to make this build, and maybe I'll make a little money run to show you how I pull in roughly $5,000 to $6,000 per run. Pretty solid, right? So this is the build that we're gonna rock. His recoil control is 33% and the weapon handling is 20%. Pretty solid for a M4 early game. Pretty meta early until you unlock the Mark 18. And so the build goes as follows. We're gonna go Gunny Level 2. We're gonna start this off with just the standard M4 shell. We're gonna make, this is the magazine that we're gonna use, but I'll come back and grab this one. Actually, we'll just throw it in there. So the reason that we grab this one is because it's 32 bullets compared to 30 round, and the 2 bullets, it might make a difference. You never know when you need that extra 2 to put something down. So along with that, we're gonna need this AR-16 barrel. Make sure you're grabbing the 16. That's gonna be the best route that we go. And then we're going to need the charging handle. So it really depends on the aesthetics that you want on this. There isn't much of a difference on the recoil or the reload time, but I think the SCH looks a little better aesthetically speaking. So that's usually the one that I'm going to end up running. As far as we're just kind of going down, we'll work through it. So, but we do need a gas block as well. We're gonna go with the JPGS 10D gas block because it gives us an extra 2% recoil reduction, along with making the gun fire faster. So that means that split-second reaction time that you're gonna get either in PvP or the AI, because the AI are pretty cracked as well, it might save you. So that's why we're gonna rock this gas block. So this kind of goes with a little bit of aesthetics. There's 2 different ways that you can run this. You can either grab the shift grip or you can grab the RVG grip, and the difference between the 2 is not a whole lot, but it does make a little bit of a difference. For example, if you're running Midnight Sapphire or you're running the bunker, it might make a difference at which one you choose. And so for the RVG, you're going to have 6% recoil control and 10% weapon handling, meaning you're going to ADS a little bit faster and you have a little extra recoil control on there. And it may assist you for places like the bunker, where it's very close quarter combat, and you're going to need that extra oomph to get that stuff up. Whereas if you're going to run Midnight Sapphire or Sawmill or something a little bit more open, you may want to go with the shift vertical grip because of the additional arm stamina drain. When you're ADSing for a longer time, this is going to make it so that you can ADS for longer, which may make a difference if you're trying to one-tap something from a distance. So for this build though, we are going to rock the RVG, and we'll go on to the handguard. So there's a few different handguards that we can grab. We're not going to want this regular carbine because you can't put any attachments on it, so we're going to skip over that. The other ones that we're going to have the option to run are the 9.5 and the 12 RAS2, the M4 RAS, or this MK16. However, the best option that we're going to run is this RAS 212 because it gives us 12% recoil control compared to 8% and 4%. So that's why we're going to pick the RAS 12. Throw that in our basket. So as we continue down on this build itself, we're going to need to grab a flash hider, which alongside of the flash hider, this 3-prong flash hider allows us to put the silencer on it, and so that's why we're going to grab the SF3P flash hider along with this RC1 silencer. Throw those into there as well. Next up on our shopping list, we need a pistol grip. Now the pistol grip, it's the same thing. This kind of goes back a little bit to aesthetics, but it does actually make a little bit of a difference when it comes to the stats. So we have the MOD pistol grip, which is kind of like a goldish color, or the torque pistol grip. These are the 2 best options that you get at level 2. And the recoil control is the only thing that's a difference. You get an extra 2% recoil control on the MOD. So we're gonna grab the MOD just because it might make a difference to have that you know, maybe a bullet goes right over the top of somebody's head, whereas if you have the extra recoil control, it will, you know, connect. So we'll snag that and throw that in the stock. We also need this M4 buffer tube. This buffer tube allows us to put the buttstock on it. And our 3 different options for buttstocks, we're gonna have this nylon stock, the standard buttstock, or the DD adjustable. And the difference between them is quite a bit because you get 6% and 4% compared to 0. So make sure that you're going with the DD adjustable. I'll throw that in as follows. Now, our final thing to put this build together and actually make it run is we need the upper receiver, because the upper receiver is basically what we throw everything onto. So total price 3.35K, not bad for an early round gun. And like I said, I run about $5,000 to $6,000 that I come back with per run. It takes me about 20 minutes. Maybe I'll throw that video up there just to show you guys how to make some money too. So we'll buy all of this and then we'll put it together. So we got the upper receiver. We're gonna throw that on our actual M4. We'll throw the barrel on. We'll put our buffer tube on, our buttstock. We need a handguard, which we can put our what am I looking for? Our handguard, and then our actual foregrip on there, sorry. And then we're gonna throw the pistol grip, our charging handle, our gas block, and then sometimes it's a little weird, so I recommend putting the silencer on the SF3P prior to putting it on the M4 to make sure it actually connects, and then we'll throw our mag in. And now we have a working M4. Now personally, level 2 Gunny unlocks the Spectre sight as well, and that's what I recommend running. Now you can run the ACOG as well, but you only get a 4x off of the ACOG compared to the Spectre, which gives you the 1x. And the good part about the Spectre is that this actually allows us to, here, I'll swap this out, is the 4x, it actually gives you a lot of movability of your scope compared to some of the snipers or some of the guns where the scope is a little bit further away from your eyes. There isn't a whole lot of, you know, tearing when it comes down to it. And we'll make sure we're in fully auto. We'll hold our breath. It's not bad. Recoil control definitely could use some work. All I did was hold it down straight. It has a little bit of, you know, left and right. But for the most part, this gun puts stuff down. Tap it, keep it kind of, you know, tap, 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 and they go down. Play a little more tactical, and you'll be able to make a lot of money. So if you guys like this gun build, please like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys for blowing up the videos, and we'll go from there. We'll see you in the next one. See ya.